if you have had a lot of difficult, painful experiences in dating, things just not going anywhere, things that seemed like they were going somewhere, and then maybe you got ghosted. Maybe situations where you slept with someone and then they lost interest. Just like really, you're looking at like your whole dating history as of late, and it's just not a fun thing to look at. And because of that, and because of maybe other things in your life, you really struggle with low self-esteem. Maybe you have a lot of relationship anxiety, or you get anxiously attached. Maybe you do, like I said, suffer with the low self-esteem, struggling to reconcile, the difference between being thirsty for love and balancing that with your own self-love and your own standard. Maybe you just have a high degree of sensitivity, and you do attach strongly to people when you like them. And it does mean something very meaningful to you when you connect with someone. And maybe you've just had a lot of situations that have gone really crashed and burned, or hasn't been reciprocated. And because of that, you're listening to this right now, you're watching me right now, and what you've been experiencing a lot of is just a little like some emotional fragility. You're feeling kind of emotionally fragile from this whole experience. Or maybe you are just emotionally fragile just in general. You're really sensitive. I relate to that. And I've worked with a lot of people like you, if you're really resonating with what I'm saying right now. This is what is the most important thing. You have to go really slow. And the thing is, a lot of us, when we're sensitive and we have that thirst for love, and we really want to be in a relationship, and we meet, and let's say maybe we have a little bit of that scarcity mindset, like I'm not really attracted to many people, I don't find people, and then you find someone and there's a connection and all these things are going great. It's very seductive. It's very hard to not want to go really fast with it. Even when I'm talking about it, I'm getting excited talking about it because I know that feeling. And so it's going to feel very counterintuitive to slow down. But you have to, especially when you're sensitive, especially if when you have sex with someone, you attach strongly. I don't know what has happened in this world where this idea of attaching strongly to someone who you like, who you've slept with, is considered a pathology. I don't know at what point that has become something that that's diagnosable, that is anxious attachment. Maybe we're the ones who are actually the more normal or more standard. It's like there is nothing wrong with feeling emotionally attached to someone who you feel connected to once you have had sex with them. Sex can be very, very complicated, and it's actually much more complicated than people really understand it to be. And yes, there are lots of people who can have sex, casual sex, but casual sex with someone who you have an emotional connection with, who you actually like, that's a whole different ballgame. And so this has nothing to do with morality. I'm not the morality police here, but I know just from helping thousands of people and thousands of women in particular, and there are also some men who once they have sex, they really connect, and then the other person isn't really connected to them, and they think, oh, we had sex, we had this wonderful night together, they were so present, they were so passionate, and now you think, of course, naturally you think, we're in a relationship now, or we're taking things to the next level. I think that's a very normal reaction to have to a night like that, but it's not how everyone operates. And so it's really important to go slow and to wait until there is actually monogamy and an emotional connection with someone. If you want a relationship, there are plenty of people who will have sex with you who don't actually want a relationship. There are plenty of people who will have sex with you who don't actually feel that connected to you emotionally, but in the moment, they're just really attracted to you and they want you. And this is a recipe for feeling like really crummy and feeling taken for granted and having our feelings hurt. And this is when you have to slow down and you literally say, I want to be in a relationship. I want us to be on the same page. I want us to be moving towards something special. And that's when I'm going to be ready to have sex. And anyone who turns you down for saying that never actually was very interested in you to begin with. They may be interested in your body, but not you.